then I'll bring it forward.
Brake. Oh no, sorry. Can I let go of the brake now?
Nope.
So, just to explain a little bit about actually what's happening today, we have booked a track day with a company called DTO. Now, this was Rachel's Christmas present from last year that we finally got booked on. We had a couple of cancellations from the company and we finally round to doing the day. And the track that Rachel's chosen to do the day racing on is at Donington. The plan is that Rachel's going to be driving 5 different McLarens. Her favourite supercars are McLarens. She absolutely loves McLarens. We got a phone call a few weeks ago. It was the day before, wasn't it? It was the day before we were supposed to go on track on the previous booking. And the organisers, DTO, rang us and just said, unfortunately, the day can no longer go ahead on the original day of the booking. However, free of charge, we're going to move you to a different day, and the person who's going to be there is Damon Hill. Now, Damon Hill, if you don't know, he's an absolute icon in the world of Formula One. I mean, he's now a pundit live on Sky Sports Formula One, but he's an absolute legend. He was a Formula One world champion in 1996. I can remember watching it on TV with my dad when he came across the finish line, and he became the world champion. It was a very iconic moment, and the words of Maury Walker still run through in my head. So the idea that not only is Rachel going to get taught to drive by him potentially, which I'm incredibly jealous about, but also I get to meet him in person. So even though it's Rachel's Christmas present, it's ended up as an amazing day for me as well. But first of all, how are you feeling?
So nervous right now.
Are you nervous? Why are you nervous?
There's a little bit of rain.
We're going to pick up with you guys back at the track. I can't wait to meet Damon Hill. That's incredible. Rachel's terrified. So we need to go.
He'll be fine.
You will be fine. So we'll go get a coffee and catch back up with you guys back at the track.
Upon arrival, we were welcomed by a lot more than the usual cold, dark and often wet pit garage. DTO really do go all out on hospitality. They'd put together a full entertainment space in the pits. One lovely little detail is that they'd made us our own named mugs for the day. Rachel and the other drivers of the day were treated to a very in-depth and thorough safety and driver's briefing. After which, we all went outside to have a look at the cars we'd be driving throughout the day. Safe to say, Rachel was truly in for a treat. But before long, it was time to get on track.
How are you feeling?
Nervous?
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Right, which car are you going out in first?
I think it's a Porsche.
In the Porsche?
Yeah, the Porsche.
Okay, cool. Right.
So because I've been given the opportunity to have my coach go around in it, or me,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to get out.
Yeah,
get my nerves out the way.
Yeah,
get it all
fine.
sorted.
Absolutely.
So the first thing we'll do
Yep.
is we'll just make sure the distance of the pedals is okay.
Okay. Oh.
So if you stand on for the brake pedal first, and then I'll bring it forward.
Brake. Oh no, sorry, brake.
That's it, and then just
Right, babe.
No,
You
you're
have to
fine.
give me a microphone. Sorry.
Oh,
That means the microphone.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous, you'll be fine. Sean will look after you.
Bye.
See you in a sec.
Oh dear. It's fair to say it took Miss Daisy a few laps to get herself comfortable with the car. But by the end of the session, she definitely picked up the pace.
How was that?
I didn't crash.
No, you didn't crash. You didn't cause the red flag, which is the best bit.
I did quite well.
I know, you were going a fair lick down the straight.
I did a little Tokyo drift.
Oh no.
Check back later for more updates.
As part of the day with DTO, Sean took Rachel through her data. This not only helping her improve, but also continue to get as much enjoyment out of the day as possible.
What I'll try and do is I won't pick everything. We'll work on a few things as we go along. So one thing I said to you, and you fixed it straight away, was the hands on the wheel.
Yep.
You had more steering than necessary.
Okay, so Jesse's nicked my car.
Who's nicked what? Someone's nicked your car?
Yeah.
Who is
Only
it?
Damon Hill.
Damon Hill has gone out
In
and
the
nicked your
M2
car.
going so yeah, next we're out on slick.
How was the first one? How was the first
First
session?
one was really good. Learnt the wheel
You went
a
through your
bit.
data as well, didn't you?
Went through the data. Still bits that I can improve on.
Yeah.
But pretty good. I think
So-
I've got my top tips from
Good.
James Cannon.
So now,
Not Edward Akers.
now, shut up. Now you're going on slicks.
M2.
First time in slicks.
Yeah, first time on slicks.
Feeling all right?
Yeah.
Excited?
Nervous now. It's the slicks because of what you've said to me about slicks.
Yeah, but you're not on slicks, babe. You're on wets.
Oh, I'm on wets now.
Yeah, because now it's
Okay.
gone damp out there.
Oh, we're getting the full experience today. Can I let go of the brake now?
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice and horrible.
It appeared that that data session had done the trick. Rachel was not only full of confidence, she was even overtaking people. I was genuinely glad to see that she was confident enough to let her hair down and get into the spirit of the day. Being a track day, Rachel's session got cut short. However, that meant that she had time to come into the pits and sit down with the Formula One world champ himself and go through her data.
Let's see what happens if I press that button. Oh, it starts to move, good. So
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Rachel, why don't you tell me what you're doing and what you're thinking here.
I need to slow down.
So, just here,
Yep.
you're braking and cornering. So that shows you that you're slowing and turning at the same time, which is ideal.
Okay.
So you want to be, most of your braking needs to be done, the maximum braking you can get is in a straight line.
Okay.
But actually this corner requires you to come off the brakes and turn at the same time and try and merge the two into one, and then you get to a point where you finish the braking and you're now in the corner, and then you want to try and get the thing to accelerate. So you're right, you have gone in a bit too tight. Speed going up now.
Yep.
That's good. It shows on the acceleration, you can see. Now this is trickiness. You turned it a bit early for that, but that's okay. Load and you think, oh my god, I'm going to go over there.
Yeah.
Just a bit too wide from the apex there.
Okay.
So that's why coming on the power as soon as possible through there is better, because it drives you through the corner.
Yeah, so you get through quicker.
Yeah.
It was time for a quick spot of lunch, and then it was back out in the car. Unfortunately, I was filming the day alone, without the talented team from Online Media Video Productions. As a result, I unhooked the audio without knowing, so unfortunately the remainder of the footage is somewhat compromised. Even without the audio, it was clear to see that the '96 World Champ had inspired Rachel to get back on track. And now she was moving up to the big leagues. Specifically, a McLaren 570S GT4 race car. Rachel really wasn't pulling any punches. Lap after lap, she was getting faster and faster, improving not only the speed, but also the consistency of her lines. With Sean's encouragement, Rachel really was pushing to the limit, and eventually beyond. Rachel's last test of the day was driving the McLaren 720S. Whilst this was a road car, with more than 200 extra horsepower on the GT4 race car, Rachel really was going to have to concentrate. It's safe to say, Rachel, having been told about the astonishing power of this machine, certainly reverted to her earlier in the day nervousness. But with that said, a few laps in, Rachel got back on focus and chasing down that delta. Despite the day's mixed conditions, Rachel really had given it everything, and I was impressed with Rachel's commitment to keep improving. Despite my best efforts on the simulator to convince DTO to let me have a drive in one of their McLarens, they did let me get out on circuit. but in a slightly better way than I could have ever hoped for. If my childhood self could see me now, I'm sure I would have been in complete disbelief. This really was an unbelievable privilege, and I could not keep the smile off my face. Despite having done more than 1,000 laps in a race car around Donington Park, I could safely say these laps were the ones I was really going to remember. Being taken out for some passenger hot laps by not only a Formula One world champion, but also somebody I had idolised from a young age.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to meet you. That was absolutely unbelievable. Rachel has been out in the car with Formula One world champion Damon Hill. I've been out in the car with Formula One world champion Damon Hill. I cannot believe that somebody who I used to watch on TV driving in Formula One, winning world championships, and I was jumping up and down on the sofa with my dad when he won, and when it came across the line and Maury Walker said those famous words, he's actually taken us out on the track. It's absolutely incredible. And in addition to that, he's very kindly signed my race helmet. So I've now got an officially autographed helmet from Damon Hill, which is absolutely amazing. Just topped off what I think has been an absolutely amazing day, and I'm hoping Rachel agrees.
I have to say a huge thanks to Mike, Danny and all the team at DTO for putting on such an incredible day. Rachel and I had an absolute blast. And if you are interested in doing a track day with specialist coaching in some incredible cars, don't hesitate to get in touch with DTO. We'll provide links in the description so you can get to their website and contact them easily. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when more videos come live. Overall, from me, Ed, and all the team at Bilk, and of course Rachel, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.